Have you ever been driving down the road and you've seen something crazy happen in front of you or behind you, and then you try and tell somebody you know about whatever that event was? Well, today I'm going to be installing a dash cam in this van behind me, and this was sent to me by a company called FitCamX. The unit they sent me is a universal unit. However, they have a lot of vehicle specific units to choose from. So I will be showing you the universal. I believe this comes with a rear camera as well, so we'll have front and rear. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this and see what all is in this box. It actually feels pretty robust, so we're going to go ahead and open it right now. All right, like I mentioned, this box is actually kind of heavy for the size. Have a user's manual. I'm sure that's going to come in handy. This is the camera. This is the forward facing part, and this is the rear facing. So this will be, we will actually be able to see what the camera's seeing in real time. So that's kind of nice. This is a rear facing camera. Here is a cigarette lighter adapter. All right, and this is the rear camera that I mentioned previously. So this will actually mount on the rear window or near the rear window. We'll get to that here in just a minute, but it looks like the connection for this rear camera is this cable here. It's going to plug in to the top right here. So this all looks pretty straightforward. No wires to cut. It's going to be just a double-sided tape on the windshield. So let's hop in the car and see what we got to do. We are going to start taking the installation into consideration and where we're going to mount what items. So the first one I'm going to start with is the actual camera. Lighting is not the greatest, but what I want to do is put this in an area where I can see it, but I also want to minimize the amount of wires that are running up, because we're going to have to run wires from this up into the headliner up here. So I want to minimize that. Once I get this placed, I'll show you where I put it. I also want the screen to be visible to me, and then we will place the rear camera, and then we'll just do the wiring once both of these are set in place. There was a piece of missing footage that I wanted to address, and that was actually attaching this to the windshield. This area right here, it has some double-sided tape, and all you have to do to adhere it to the windshield is you peel off the backing, because one side's already stuck to the camera, and then you're left with this side, and then you're just going to peel the tab and stick it where you want it on the windshield. Sorry I missed that in the beginning. All right, we're ready to set the rear camera. If you have any questions about this, if you can read that number and you mount it to the windshield just like that, I believe this will be coming out on the driver's side. That is how we want this installed. And again, I've already cleaned off a spot where I want it. I'm just sticking that to the back window. And we'll go ahead and do the wiring now. Quick overview of what I'm doing right now. So we've got one wire that needs to go to the back. We got one wire that needs to go down to the cigarette lighter. So since they both need to come up and they both need to come over, I do want to wire tie them for a couple reasons. One, to keep them together, and it's also going to help with routing the wire, especially in behind the headliner. When we have this zip tie tied back, it'll actually help hold it in behind the headliner. So I'm going to put a couple of them in. I'm just a little picky with wires, so this is not 100% necessary. However, if you do want to do it this way, I will put links in the description below where you can get the zip ties as well as this tool. So here I'm just pulling the headliner back. That zip tie that I put in there is helping hold it. And I'm going to put another one in for kind of the same reason, just to help hold it in behind that lip. It's a lip that you can't see. And what you're going to see, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to tuck in behind the plastic. I'm going to pull this weather strip down. We're going to run the power wire down, and we're going to run the camera wire back to the back. And this is the tool that came with the camera. So here we go one way with the power and one way with the camera. So once we get here, we're going to run the power down. And we're going to run the camera wire this direction. And when we're at the cigarette lighter and at the connection in the back, I'll come back and show you how to do that. All right, so if you're doing an install in a van or an SUV, this will apply to you. You will have to get the wire from inside the van or the SUV to the window, which you can see here. What I'm going to try to show you is I don't know if it's an easy way or just the way that I'm going to do it. We have to feed this end through a grommet like this. On this particular vehicle, you can see this is where we need to come up through right here. And then that's going to come up into here. and then we can feed it through the frame of the back door. So what I'm probably going to do, since this is off-centered, I might just try to remove it. There. So I'll poke my wire from inside here out and then try to get it fished through this loom here. So here's the wire. And we do want to be careful not to get a bunch of dirt inside here. And the more we can straighten this out, the better. Easier it'll be for it to slide through. Another trick you can use is a silicone spray. Kind of makes things a little slippery. This may or may not help this situation. All right, I'm actually very surprised that worked. All right, so now we have that through. We can push the grommet back in. See down here, we've got this grommet back in. Next thing we need to do is pull this down. Get the wire fed through here. Make our connection. And then I'm going to wrap some electrical tape here, but then I'm going to probably zip tie this so that at least we have a secure connection here. And I'll probably leave all this extra and then put it down in here. Get this grommet back in place. So here is the unit mounted. Here is the plug-in. If you can see that down there. So I did run it up over the headliner, down the pillar, across underneath, and came out at the bottom of that console. So that I just plugged into is a constant. So here we can get a little bit of a look at the screen here. So here you can see this is the garage door. This is obviously the rear facing camera. So there are actually 3 cameras on this set. And then this is the rear view camera, which it looks like I need to point that down a little bit. So I'm going to make some adjustments, and then over the next few days I'll get some footage and I'll share that with you so you can see the quality. But here we go, and everything looks really good on this screen, so I'm curious to see what it looks like once I get it uploaded on the computer. And so we'll be right back with some more footage from the actual unit here. We'll hop in real quick. I'll show you where this mini SD card goes. So from this side you can see where I routed the wires up, and right here is the slot for the SD card. Now I did notice it was still recording with the SD card missing, and that's because it has, I believe, 32 gigs that it will record internally. My overall thoughts on the camera, I really like that it has the rear facing camera as well as the rear view camera. If you're using all 3 cameras at once, the front facing camera is 2K and the rear facing as well as the rear window camera are 1080p. So high resolution for these cameras. If you have any questions, put those in the comments below. I will have a link to this product in the description. Thanks for watching.